AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Hopefully the good folks, huh?
Oh, we live. Let me make sure the camera's right. Let me make sure the camera's tight.
Yeah.
AllBall suckers.
This guy, man. Listen.
Fucking Bobby Brown.
What the hell did I do?
Fucking Bobby Brown. Baby hard.
Bobby B. Roberto. It's not Morado.
Roberto Brown.
You called Gil Gilberto the other day.
Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Savage. That ain't what's on mine.
I can't see the comments neither.
Uh-oh. Big Baby says, see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Big Baby, what? Because remember, I hit the other link thinking we was going to do it the other way. So maybe I got to close that.
Oh, it's the same link.
Yeah. Close out of it and come back. The same thing happened yesterday. And when you jumped out and came back in, you were better. Sam, man, what's going on? Seen you here a couple times, man.
Sam, man, what up?
Joe Gert. Yo, that's the
Danny B, what up?
That's the Joe Budden shit, right?
Joe Gert. Yeah.
But that's the fake Joe Budden avatar. That should be
that's when Joe was skinny with the nasty beard.
Yeah, but that's him making fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really him.
Okay.
He said that was it. Unless Joe Gert, you tell me otherwise, because that shit.
You ever seen?
Oh, beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. That's right.
No, you don't got the sauce like OG. Darlene B, what's up, baby?
I didn't want to address her without being, properly addressed.
I got you.
Yeah, that's Earl Sweatshirt as Joe Budden. Oh, okay. Earl Sweatshirt, what happened to him? I thought he was like another guy, supposed to be the next superstar. This era claim. Garbage. Y'all be putting out some garbage out here, man. Jesus Christ. Earl, yep. It came out better. I already know.
Yeah, but I still can't see the comments.
Okay, but look.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, I see him down there. Oh, man. The beautiful, the lovely. I know the drill. Miss Darlene Bryan is in the building. Listen, fellas, say what's up to the beautiful ladies. Yeah.
I know the drill. Y'all know the drill, man.
Roberto don't get no props for giving the pass, though, right? So all right, bro in the arena, I get it. Y'all, that's y'all making me come off like I'm nasty, like homeboy. Who's homeboy?
Fish on niggas' heads already.
When you say Darlene name, you gotta drool like I can't do that because then they're gonna call me a hater. They're gonna call me all kind of shit.
Fish,
J Dub, what's going on?
Big Fish.
J Dub, formerly known as Jeffrey Woodland. That's hilarious. No AD tomorrow. Yeah, correct. Darlene the Queen, Ladybug.
BB.
Listen, man.
Hold on, but for the record, we don't care if AD was playing tomorrow or not.
Get his ass handed to him too.
Exactly.
Yeah, you ain't ready, AD. Even if you was, you really ain't, man. Get it together, bro. Y'all suck. JJ Redick, still love you, my guy. Talk about you in a second, because speaking of JJ Redick and the Lakers, holy Christ, what a segue. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are amazing. Everybody had a lot to say. Flea had a lot to say. Call me to check me at lunch break, AllBall, with the Brawny segment. Woo! I heard him. Yo, man, I love complimenting you and AllBall all the time. Y'all do great. What the fuck was that last night? Oh!
What the fuck was that? What was that? Great job by my brothers. What was that? See, comments, chat. They I love these two guys, but they slick. they do certain shit because they know, yeah, get Flea the fuck out of here so we can get off on this nigga. We can get off on him. 20 minutes. I just sat there seething.
Did you see that whole Gilbert Arenas in Kenya? Did you see that whole 40-minute video?
I sat down and watched it because when you said it was 40 minutes, OG, I was like, that's a quick watch. Let me sit down and watch.
Just real brief, how nasty was that?
I think when you're in that position, you got to be honest, right? You got to be honest, like through and through. So at one point, you could call it like it is. He played bad. You could call that like it is. He played bad. But I think there's like, for this young man, there's context. So there's got to be a mixture of both for me to enjoy it. But I hear what you were saying. I fully understand what you were saying, OG.
So hold on. Hold that thought, Flea, because because Stephen A. Smith had his raw response, and it was the usual. To me, it was hilarious, entertaining. And then allegedly, LeBron responded to him, got in contact with him and his people. And Stephen A. Smith has responded to LeBron about the Bronny thing. And I would love to hear what Flea got to say about what Stephen A. Smith is saying and about what, Bronny's current status in the NBA. Here's Stephen A. Smith responding to LeBron James contacting him on
how long is
his son.
How long?
It says 4 minutes. It says 4 minutes.
Play this whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Excuse me. My day job on ESPN earlier this morning, and I spoke about this, and I felt the need to elaborate even further because a couple of people text me and pissed me off, and they know who they are. People close to LeBron James talking to me about questioning him as a father. Come on, y'all. I mean, it's gotten to a point where this LeBron sensitivity is just beyond the pale. You call him the second best player in the history of the game, you're insulting him because you said he's not the GOAT. You're saying that at age 40, we've never seen anybody do what he does, but pointing out at times how he may not have hustled back on defense in a key pivotal moment, and that's a problem. You give him all the praise in the world when he drops 40, but he has a bad night, and you say he had a bad night and you're hating. It's ridiculous. But never before has it been more ridiculous than it is right now, because the reality is that we got to be real about what we're seeing when we talk about Bronny James. I am not a person that had a problem with Bronny James being on the court for the season opener with LeBron James. That was a phenomenal moment.
Yo, this is already nasty.
Father on the court with his son who has NBA aspirations playing together for the first time in NBA history. The Griffeys in baseball, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. were in attendance for it. It was a special moment. My position has always been that should have been the only moment we saw Bronny James in a Lakers uniform this season, because he's not ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be an NBA player. I'm not here to tell you that he should give up his dreams and his aspirations. I think the kid's got potential. I think the kid will be in the NBA one day. I watched him in the...
Pause it right here for a second. Put us back on full screen. We don't need this nigga up here while we talking. We could pull him back up in a second. Full screen us real quick. 2004. AAU Nationals. Orlando, Florida. I'm playing with my AAU team. The best player in that tournament was Lou Will. I got a chance to see Lou Will in high school as a high school senior. Lou Will came out of high school 2005, same year as me. Lou Will put up 60 in the championship game in that AAU tournament in Orlando. Some of the best basketball I ever seen at that level, right? People were asking, who is this dude? Who is this dude? This nigga from Marietta, Georgia, tough, right? Lou Will gets drafted. And while he's being drafted, Stephen A. was covering the draft. In some of the comments that he made while covering the draft, he said, they just did that family a favor because Lou Will ain't ready for the NBA. They did him a favor the nerve of Philly to draft Lou Will. He's never going to see the floor. This is like, I'm paraphrasing at this point, but this is what Stephen A is saying up there during the 2005 draft. It took Lou Will 10 years before he got a chance to run into Stephen A. And when he ran into his bitch ass, he said, yo, you still think they just did my family a favor? Stephen A went on to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Ray, whatever it was, copping pleas and backtracking, right? Is Bronny James the same player that Lou Will was coming out of high school? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is Stephen A is notoriously wrong about assessing basketball players. He's not good at it. So for him to like jump out here and get on the bandwagon like everybody else is, I get it. I know why OG is so hard on Bronny. I know why a lot of the rest of the world is so hard on Bronny. I get it. But when you're paid millions, when that's your job, and you never get it fucking right, we got to start looking at you and your credibility and who you are. You have a huge voice and a huge platform. Lou Will is a Hall of Famer. Argue with your mama. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame. You told this kid the NBA did your family a favor. Play the rest of the clip, Fabian. I just wanted to give y'all that little anecdote. If y'all didn't hear that before, I'm sure other people have, but he's fucking ridiculous. And this is not new.
The G League doing this thing. I think he's going to be fine eventually. But that's not the case yet. And because it's not the case yet, and then you see some of these numbers, I do find myself looking at LeBron James instead of Bronny James. Because LeBron is the basketball savant. LeBron is one of the top 2 greatest players in the history of the game. LeBron has forgotten more basketball than most people would know. So no matter what we think about Bronny, he knows more. But you see what you see. Bronny James has played in 13 NBA games. Ladies and gentlemen, he's averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. He shot 1 for 16 from the field in his NBA career and 0 for 7 from three-point range. And he's playing in the first quarter of an NBA game? Really? And everybody wants to look at it, and LeBron has nothing to do with that. Yeah, he didn't tell JJ Redick to put him in the game. I get all that. But come on. I'm not being cruel to Bronny. I'm looking out. Do you want it this way, LeBron? Do you want it this way, Rich Paul? Do you want it this way? He can't go into the G League and average 20, 25 and stay there until he's ready? Because he's LeBron's son, you know how they're going to judge him. And before anybody wants to jump on me, remember, I never saw Bronny James play until he showed up in the NBA and the G League. I refused to watch him because if I watched him, I would have to talk about him. And I didn't want to talk about LeBron James' son because I thought it was so unfair to the kid. He's such a wonderful kid. Wonderful family.
It's a lot.
I didn't hear him, you know, it's still gonna be the thumbnail, but oh boy, what you thinking about? I guess if LeBron got in contact with Stephen A about this, about responding to the Bronny criticism, like if LeBron called you up, like, yo, AllBall, I need you to lay off Bronny. I'm talking about, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. That was like rough to watch. I think all parties at this point is wrong. But we have to be honest. LeBron James does this. I tend to try to leave this alone because it comes off always as hating or trolling. You know our motto, Fleet Fade. We try to have fun, but the Bronny James situation is starting to get out of control, and it's because of LeBron James. If LeBron James never tweeted, "My son is better than half the players on the NBA right now," when he might have been a junior in high school, because this was maybe what 2 years ago was that tweet. So he might have been a junior or a senior, but he was in high school. If LeBron never tweets that, then I don't think this situation is as bad as it is. Bron James and them reaching out to Stephen A. Smith is wrong. I understand protecting your child, but nobody is trying to physically harm your child. This is the world we live in today. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. I've been saying this for a while, and it always ruffles feathers. The kid is not an NBA basketball player. He's never going to be a good NBA basketball player. What's wrong with being honest about that? He's 6'1", maybe 6'2". He doesn't have a handle. He's not great on defense. He's not great with shooting the ball. Okay, he's athletic. Who's not athletic these days? Maybe me. I'm definitely not athletic. But everybody in NBA from high school to but this situation is getting out of control. And I don't know who to blame no more. But Stephen A. Smith is always going to be Stephen A. Smith. And Flea, you made a great point. He's never right about the game of basketball. Ever. Because he doesn't care about the game of basketball. These guys care about dollar signs and likes and clicks and views. Y'all see when he go to the game, he think people is there for him. He walks around, he head nods people that don't even know him. He gives security guards fives that don't even know him. Because in his mind, he's a celebrity. But, you know, and I'm going to just let y'all cook. It just seems like today, in this era, is just about snitching and telling everything. What's the purpose of telling us LeBron and them got in contact with you? Because honestly, I don't care. At the end of the day, if Braun never tweeted what he tweeted, this wouldn't be a big problem. I don't care how nobody feels about this situation. This is LeBron James' fault, Fleet. And he has an arrogance and a cockiness about himself. And I hate when he has a good family, he's a good father. Okay, so we are fathers. We have a family. What does that say about everybody else? Like, so for me, this situation is starting to be draining. And the kid, is definitely being attacked. Is it wrong? I don't know. But Stephen A. Smith is being Stephen A. Smith, man. And, at the end of the day, this is just who he is, bro. He doesn't know the game of basketball. He doesn't watch the game of basketball. We watched him at a game at the Garden, sitting courtside, and he was on his phone and talking to the person sitting next to him the whole time. So I don't care that he's wrong about his basketball takes, because he's been wrong for the past 20 years. He's turned himself into everybody is Wendy Williams now. And for me, I'm just being honest. The LeBron James thing, the way they are trying to, it's like people are scared of that crew. You can't say nothing about them. You can't critique them. That part is true. But if you're a celebrity and you're out there, that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure you see our comments, people flame us all day. If you don't want to deal with that, don't get on social media. If you don't want to deal with certain things, be good at, but that's the world. You're going to have haters. That's just what it is. But I'm going to be honest. The Bronny James thing, I've never seen nobody attempt to protect a person like this. I made a joke. I said, this kid is being protected more than God rest her soul, the beautiful Whitney Houston, by Kevin Costner, the bodyguard. Bro, I don't care if he was a second-round pick. When all these, and this is my last point, all these other picks in the first round, second round, whatever round, None of their fathers, brothers, uncles, nephews came out and said, low key, my son is better than half y'all playing in the NBA right now. Ha ha ha, this shit is light work. To me, Flea, that's what the problem is. And we all have to be honest. The young man is in the league because of his pops. It's blatant. We watch him when he plays regular games. He's not good. He's just not. He does nothing good. And for me, we all need to be honest. When we're wrong, we're wrong. From Gilbert to Kenya Martin to everybody. Y'all want this kid to be good because y'all love and y'all are afraid of LeBron James. So for me, Stephen A. Smith is a bozo. He's always going to be a bozo. And if anybody listens to his basketball takes or any take he has, whether it's UFC, remember, he got flamed by them. Whether it's boxing, whether it's baseball, football, soccer, bro. But, Flea, you made a great point, but I'm going to be honest. The Bronny James thing is starting to get out of control, and I think everybody is wrong. Not just Stephen A. Braun and his camp. I just think everybody's wrong, and I think LeBron James, he's been winning in life so long that he doesn't know what it is to lose. And I think this situation with his son, he played it totally wrong, and it's backfiring because the young man, when he gets on the court in the NBA, not the G League, the NBA, it doesn't look good. And that brand is about looking good. And I just think, it's just a bad situation, man. But I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. I'm tired of talking about it, tired of laughing about it. I'm over LeBron. I'm just over the whole LeBron James thing. I've been saying it a while ago, 2 years ago. Retire, bro. I watched you stat pat the other night. Y'all was losing by 20 plus. You were still in the game. Even a commentator said it. Yo, bro, get out of here, my dude. He doesn't want to give up the limelight. And then now you're putting it on. Flea, I'm over. I'm over the whole LeBron James everything, bro. Get out of here, man. But him reaching out to Stephen A. and protecting your child, like I said, as long as nobody's trying to physically harm your family, bro, you got to let him be a man. You got to let him go through this. And if you don't want him to be critiqued or disrespected or laughed or whatever, trolled or whatever, he has to play better basketball when he's on the court. Simple and plain. You can't say my son is better than half the NBA. Then when he gets there, I don't care what round he was drafted in. He could have not been drafted. You cannot say that. And then when he get out there, he doesn't perform. We know how this shit go, Flea. Flea, if I brag and boast, my man Flea he gonna come to the town and kill all y'all. Yeah, and you come and stink it up. They are gonna flame me and you forever. That's how this shit go. So for me, but it's draining me now, man. I'm over the whole LeBron James everything, bro.
My biggest problem with all this is that Stephen A. Smith was a part of hyping this. He says, I didn't watch no Bronny. I didn't want to talk about Bronny. Yes, you did. We got footage, you punk motherfucker.
We're all waiting to see what happens with his name. We're all waiting to see what happens with his name. We're all waiting to see what happens with his name.
You might be. I am not.
That's it for me. What you mean we're all? We're all. So you were a part of the LeBron James thing to me. And that's my biggest thing. We all could be hypocritical. I've been hypocritical. We got Harvey Dent in the middle of the screen. He was hypocritical about Tom Thibodeau in a span of 2 seconds. But I digress. Pat McAfee commented on this earlier today. He said, I can't wait to watch him develop. Bronny, that is. You got people on our channel on ESPN saying, LeBron, stop doing this to your kid this week. What are you doing? I don't think LeBron feels that way at all. I think LeBron feels the complete opposite. And probably assuming a year from now, everybody's going to have to eat their words. And even JJ Redick kind of ate his words after that game.
A year from now, everybody's going to... Hold on, just real quick, because I watched that show that was yesterday on the Pat McAfee show. He had, I forgot who he had up there. It might have been Forgot who he had up there. But see, once again, even though the great Pat McAfee protecting Bronny James because they're scared of LeBron James. You know damn well in a year.
No. I've been letting y'all talk for a minute. No. Athletes get it. Us regular niggas just don't get it. And we got to stop that shit. Athletes get it. They get the fact that they got to progress from being not good to being halfway decent to being really good. Athletes fucking get it. And these pundits and everybody
Flea, in a year, I'm just saying, I'm going off what they said. In a year, everybody's going to have to eat their crow about Bronny James?
I don't know. I can't predict the future. But I know there's been enough times where we look at athletes, where we look at NBA players and say, damn, what the fuck? He ain't good. And in a year later, they win most improved player. That's why they have the award, because you get better. I've been able to watch this kid since he was in high school. Nothing about him told me he was going to be good on the next level. You niggas got y'all panties in a bunch because y'all have y'all panties. Nobody's forcing you niggas to be mad about this or be done with this or be all up in arms about this shit. Nobody's forcing us, the comments, the world. Nobody's forcing us. You can either lock in on this or you can move on because there's so many other niggas playing good basketball right now. Why are we so invested in LeBron James Jr., who didn't play a lick of college basketball, was not the best player on his high school team, but because Bron said he's better than half the league, we got to eat that and say, okay, he's right? No. Let's be men. We've been watching the game of basketball before LeBron James was even in the league. The fuck what he says.
See, but
take our own two eyes and understand what's happening.
I think both things can be true. LeBron and Stephen A. and the whole hype train was there, and they hyped this shit up, bro. They hyped that moment up. Comparing him to Ken Griffey and his father, two guys who belonged in the league, the media did this, and LeBron was a part of that. That's true. So if the fact that it's in everybody's face, it's the Lakers. The Lakers, LeBron, Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, everybody's a part of hyping it. So everybody having an opinion, ain't nothing wrong with that. That kid is not a kid anymore. He's being forced into full-fledged celebrity. He can't just go out to no restaurant in New York right now. Come on, man. That kid, he's going to have to deal with the same shit LeBron had to deal with. A lot of it, I should say. Not the same. He's never going to be LeBron James. That's the part that we can't eat crow about, the AllBall. A year from now, he could make us look stupid. That game in Washington, yeah, it's the Wizards. Yeah, everybody's. But he doesn't look as bad as we thought. He's not that bad. He has to learn how to finish and get them buckets. But I didn't think he was as bad. He's faster than a lot of guys, a lot more poised than a lot of guys, and he has more pressure on him than every rookie in the league right now. And he got to go deal with that and answer that. So a year from now, if he feels less stressed, and the fact that JJ Redick said, yo, I may have put him in a bad spot, he admitted that. Why you take him out of the G League and put him in the first quarter? You can work this kid back into being a eighth man on the bench. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this kid working to get 10, 12 years in the league, some way, somehow, working the game like that. We can't preach about Smush Parker being a referee today, and that's ill because you still got a job in this economy in the basketball league, in the basketball world. That shit is ill to me.
A pro. Niggas don't even respect him from back home. Niggas don't even fucking respect him. And he was a pro, and he was a damn good pro. People pick and choose what they like, what they don't like. When you talk about the point guards coming out of New York City, Smush Parker should be spoken about. But they won't do it because they're not told to do it. So they're not going to do it.
That's really my only thing with the whole thing. Yes, it's overhyped. Yes, we deserve the criticism, Flea. It's a big boys league. This is what it is. Michael Jordan, they criticized him over going to Atlantic City. That's what happens when you include your son in this hype. That's like to AllBall's point. If Whitney Houston came out and said, my daughter's the best thing smoking out here. Oh, gosh, that was a bad analogy. My daughter's the best singer around. And we go like, what?
You telling the truth. They both was getting high.
Shut the fuck up. God bless. God bless their family. But in all seriousness, if Biggie's son comes out, if Jay-Z's son comes out, these are the greatest of all time, trying to tell us that if Beyonce and Jay-Z come out and say, yo, Blue Ivy's the next Beyonce, we're going to be like, well, word? and she hits that stage, you'd be like, nah. We hope.
So with this, so let me ask OG a question. With this process and everything that's happening right now, would you be able to digest this more if LeBron shut the fuck up from the start? You would be okay with this if he was quiet?
If this whole situation was treated like every other situation, meaning you wasn't great in high school, you became a McDonald's All-American, which everybody knew you didn't deserve that. You went to college. Now we know he had surgery and things like that, and it's great that he made it through that, you know, because that's something serious. That's nothing to play with somebody's health. But you played in college, and you didn't play good basketball, and then now you get to the NBA, which I'm fine with you being drafted in the second round. I don't care about the guarantee. That happens. I'm not, but the process is different from everybody else because of who your father is, and he's making it known and putting his chest out, letting y'all know the power I have. I'm getting my son in the league. Okay, cool. But he's not performing. So like I said, Flea, yes, if his father just allowed the process to happen and keep his mouth shut, because like I said, you cannot tweet that. I don't care what nobody say right now, Flea. If I brag and boast about you to everybody I know, my man Flea will bust all y'all, you know what, on the court. And when you come to the town and stink it up, me and you will be laughed at forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same situation. So yes, Flea, if LeBron James just let it played out and kept his mouth shut, because the way he talks and his bravado and his aura is like, yeah, my son is. And then you have the whole world saying his son basketball IQ is this, his athleticism is like his father, he's going to be a great defender. If none of that happened and we just allowed the young man to just grow, then yes. But if everybody's going to throw fuel to the fire, what do we do as just human beings in just human nature? Human nature is to hate. That's just what we are.
And Flea, shout out to Protein P on the low.
I got two questions.
Wait, before you add, LeBron did pull a LeVar Ball card. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm better. I could beat him one-on-one. Jello made it to the. Jello got a contract in the league before.
I wish we were connected and had relationships when it was the height of the Ball family, because I would really want to know what y'all stance was on that. I would really like to know how y'all looked at that and what LeVar was doing. LeVar ain't LeBron, but how he carried on and he handled that situation is very reminiscent of what LeBron is doing.
Right, but again, if Lonzo sucked and LaMelo sucked, we would
Lonzo
flame
was
him.
caca when he came in the league. Could not shoot the basketball. Had to fix his jump shot. Then they fixed it, and now everybody was doing backflips on him.
But nobody said he didn't. Nobody said he didn't belong in the league, Flea. Nobody. It was him versus De'Aaron Fox in college. He had a rivalry. Bronny ain't had no rivalry in college or high school. I'm saying I don't watch college ball, but I know whoever he played for, whoever Lonzo played for.
De'Aaron Fox was supposed to get drafted before Lonzo because he kicked Lonzo ass in college. It was no rivalry. Lonzo wasn't better than him.
But there was a thing there. They come to the league. I never heard nobody say Lonzo doesn't belong in the league. I heard him say about Jello, right? Like, so LeVar Ball did his job, and I think LeBron, he did his job. He did a LeVar Ball, and he got his kid $8 million. I can't be mad at that. Now you got to go do this the right way, though. He can't just go out there and play the first quarter of a basketball game.
For sure.
That's all. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But I think the difference between LeVar Ball and LeBron, which I don't want to make that comparison as fathers, but for me, like I just said with Bronny, the process. Lonzo and LaMelo, they were real good in high school. They won championships. That AAU team they had, like young man said, they was a public school beating private schools, beating some of the top programs. Lonzo had a solid season in UCLA. Now, whatever happens in the NBA, whether you know people think he's not all out or not, okay, I'm not here to argue that, but I'm saying they were both better than Bronny in high school, and LaMelo went over to overseas and was balling with grown men and was holding his own. So I'm just saying that's the difference with Bronny. He didn't have a great high school career. Let's be honest. A lot of these young high school dudes is averaging 25, 30. He gets to USC, I think he averaged 4. So for me, to me, Flea, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm sorry. Now,
No,
and then LaMelo and Lonzo was 6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
Right, but ball. Just to Flea real quick, I'm gonna wrap that up in a bowl. I don't hear LeVar Ball. He said he was compared to Michael Jordan. I don't hear him bitching about nothing. Nothing. And there's been controversy with all his sons. And he met it all. He took all the bullets. So they had to take him off television. That's the difference. LeBron
they could play at the because they could play at the highest level.
Yeah, but
what is there to talk about? One of his sons is an all-star. The other son is the actual good point guard. That's like 6'6", 6'7". That's the difference.
Yeah,
they perform at the highest level.
Yes, but also
Bronny don't perform at the highest level.
But also he's taking on the bullets. He's willing to take it on. He's not shy about it. He ain't running from nothing. LeVar Ball's a big mouth, and he's LeBron. We already know he's the type of dude that runs his mouth and loves to hide. That's his thing.
How could y'all expect this kid to be double-digit scorer already in the NBA? Y'all are not even being honest with your fucking selves.
See, but nobody said that.
He don't belong in the NBA.
Hold on.
He don't belong in the NBA.
Hold on. Y'all made the comment about him not being good in high school. Then we get to college, and y'all poo-poo the fact that he went into cardiac arrest. Fuck, it's not sick. He didn't have a cold. The nigga almost died. What the fuck are we talking about? He almost died. When Jeff Green almost died, he was out of the league for 2 years. He was out of the league for 2 years. We're talking about something with his heart, and y'all are poo-pooing it like he had an ankle sprain. No, this nigga is hold on. This nigga is recovering from cardiac arrest, and we're expecting him to be great already? Are you kidding yourselves?
Yo, nah, Flea,
that's a joke. That's a joke.
So hold on, no, hold on, Fabian,
Suck my dick. Hold on, all right. Suck my dick. Hold on. Not like no. The fuck.
No, hold on.
We're not being real. We're not.
No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. You know the game of basketball. I always tell you that. Honest. You're always honest. You don't lie. You don't sugarcoat nothing. What do you see in Bronny James that tells you he belongs in the NBA? That's all I'm asking, bro.
Nothing. I don't expect that. That's
hold on, Flea.
I don't have the expectation that you niggas have.
Flea, no.
I wouldn't expect him to be good right now. I wouldn't.
I don't think it's about that, Flea. And
LeBron told y'all niggas he was good and he's supposed to be good. That's the problem.
But no, Flea. You're going too far. It's not that. He's not NBA ready. Everybody's saying that. LeBron's not even defending that. It's not about that. It's also about the fact that if you want to mention all these things that people are going through with their heart or whatever their condition is, we've seen people still be nice after that. That is nothing new. No disrespect. He's not NBA talent right now. That's facts. We cannot dispute that. None of us expected him to. It was all in question to be drafted. That's a lie. To say, yo, the heart recovery. What? Plenty of people have gone through this, bro. We've seen people who made it to the league.
Go through what?
You said Jeff Green was in the league with the heart murmur. Plenty of people had heart murmurs, bunch of heart conditions.
2 years to recover, Fabian.
Lee, I understand that, but they're NBA talent. Nobody questioned that. Period. We can't. I'm empathetic. I'm sympathetic to the family, bro, and that kid for that. I get that.
I'm saying tell the whole
talking about
story.
Basketball.
I'm saying tell the whole story. Don't pick and choose what we want to talk about that bolsters everybody's point. Tell the whole story.
So my whole story, I only can speak for myself, and y'all can attest. Hold on, but y'all can both attest to this. I've said how many times y'all listen to me and see me argue with how many.
Hold on. Man, go ahead, because I'm a loser. Go ahead, OG.
That's what I mean, bro.
Go ahead, OG. Go.
I've been arguing on IG Live with everybody guys was telling me when that young man was a junior and a senior, he was going to be good in high school. Forget LeBron James. I used to argue with my peers. And I used to be the only one standing on an island by myself. And I used to say the same thing Stephen A. Smith said. Yo, that's my child. I don't want to comment on it because I got kids. And I don't care how my kids could be trash. Don't tell me my kid's trash because it's my kid. I'm gonna feel some type of way. That's just how a father or parent should be. But I used to be on the island by myself going, yo, bro, it ain't it. And all I'm saying is it's been 3 years. I've been on social media for a little over 3 years. And Flea, you answered my question. All I ask is to anybody, what do you see in the young man that tells you, forget the last name, forget where he's been drafted at. We've seen enough sample size from high school, from college, and now in the G League and in the NBA. And all I ask is, what do we see that tells you he belongs on the NBA roster? That's all I ask.
Nothing.
Hold on, please.
Nothing.
After the Washington game,
Nothing.
I'll say this: athletically, he's quick. I seen him get to the basket. He cracked a couple dudes. He got some poise to him. Me personally, I wouldn't be. Hold on, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the league and doing something. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, we assessing a kid that ain't played a lick of basketball, and he's here. Yeah, we don't like the way he got here, but he's here now, and he ain't played no back. I would not expect this kid to be a double-digit scorer. I wouldn't.
Nah, man. Nah, fuck that, Flea. You're
dead
wrong. No, you dead wrong.
Have to be...
Anybody else that gets hype, I don't care if it's a rapper. If you tell me your man is nice and you play that shit in my car and I'm looking at you like, yo, don't ever. Yo, just forget about it, bro. Just keep
Flea,
driving.
Nobody see. I don't expect him to be a double-digit scorer. I just expect him to look like he belongs on the floor. Look at Scottie Pippen Jr.
So at no point have you seen any flashes. At no point.
No, and I'm not being funny. No,
but
no,
you are now.
He can't.
That's what I'm saying. If you haven't seen flashes, you ain't been watching. You ain't been watching him.
No, I watch the Lakers because I hate the Lakers and I love to see them lose. And when they win, it gets on my nerves. I watch them, and there's no disrespect. Do I see flashes when he's in the G League? Yes, but when he's on the NBA floor, I see no flashes. I don't see a great defender. I don't see a great shooter. I don't see a great ball handler. I don't see anything. I'm sorry. And because he makes 1 or 2 good moves, that doesn't tell me anything. No. And then hold on. For people to be mad at JJ Redick is doing his job. You're on the basketball team. Your job is to play basketball. I'm subbing you in the game. We blame people for doing their job? You getting paid to play basketball. Nigga, get on the court and perform. Please, come on, a person can't make me. My eyes is not deceiving and lying to me. I'm sorry. We watch Scottie Pippen Jr. That young man, at times, you can tell belong on the floor. He's defensively tough. He's mentally tough. He makes plays. That's all I'm saying.
As he was progressing. You didn't even watch him when he wasn't an NBA player. When he couldn't get on the floor, he wasn't ready.
Remember.
He wasn't ready.
Flea, I remember.
Talk about that. That's my point. Why do we care so much about this kid?
That's where you wrong, Flea. They listen.
Exactly.
That's a promo. He got $8 million, bro. They promoted that.
Nah,
they promoted that.
I could be wrong. I'm fine. Y'all too know I'm okay with being wrong.
Hold on. Stay right there. That's Scottie Pippen Jr.'s kid, right? Scottie Pippen's kid, right?
Yeah.
It better be. His name is Scottie Pippen Jr.
Right. Well, hold on. Gucci flip flops. Listen,
that's his son, Fabian.
Listen, the point is, Scottie Pippen's son. We saw him on the Lakers. We saw him in different places, and he earned this. He started getting a 3-point. He the first father-son duo with a triple-double in the NBA. He gradually went there. Scottie Pippen's not on Twitter talking about my son is better than half the league. There was no promotion
that's what got y'all panties in a bunch because the Knicks was on Twitter talking.
Please, Stephen A. Smith, we just played it right now. Was saying, I'm totally intrigued by Bronny's appearance in the NBA. It's not just us.
Yo, let's call a spade a spade. Stephen A. Smith is mad that he doesn't have a relationship with LeBron James the same way he had with Kobe, Shaq, D-Wade, Melo. This is a personal thing for Stephen A. too. Like we gotta
disagree.
start talking honesty too.
I
Like,
disagree.
cut it
I
out.
just think he's an entertaining scumbag on TV. He's always been the same Muppet. That's just who
You
he
ever seen
is.
Stephen A. sit down with LeBron in 21 years? Ever
No.
sit face to face?
Bro, he's making enough money.
That never dawned on you why that never happened.
How does hold on?
He's the biggest sports face in sports, especially basketball, and he's never sat down face to face with LeBron James for us to see.
How would that change? I'm sorry to answer a question with a question. How would that change Stephen A. Smith's life?
What?
How does a better relationship with LeBron James change Stephen A. Smith's life, bro? I don't
I'm
think
talking
he gives a
about
fuck
from
about
inception. I'm talking about from the time he walked in the door as a rookie up until now. You're asking me how could that change his life?
He's the one who had the scoop on LeBron going to Miami, bro.
Life. I'm saying that he does his job and he's cultivated relationships with every other major player in the league, except arguably one of the best players to ever play. And that raises no red flag. That doesn't ask you, well, why is that?
He don't fuck with him, bro. Maybe because he don't like Stephen A. saying shit like this. Maybe remember, Stephen A's the one who had the scoop on him going to Miami first before anybody said it on ESPN. And Bill Simmons made fun of him. He was like, yeah, that's top 5 stories all time in NBA history. What you talking about? And you were making fun of me about it. So he got the New York arrogance to him, but I don't think that shit changes his life. And I totally disagree with AllBall. Totally disagree. I believe personally that Bronny James keeps his eyes on the prize, baby Bubba. The big game is almost here, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. Prize Picks is also giving away a free pick for the big game, where one of the starting quarterbacks will only need to throw 1 yard to win. If you are correct on at least one more stat projection, you can win real cash. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Cook up hot takes with your friends and with real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. This week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the board, the football board, and I'm going with Patty Mahomes for more than 230 passing yards, and I'm going with Saquon Barkley for more than 1 touchdown. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Stephen A. Smith. Run your game. Are we done with that? We still get heated. I see you got the toothpick out?
I've been had the toothpick, nigga. We can move on. We can move on. They got me to say SMD on live. We can move on.
You going bananas.
We can move on, man. OG's disappointed in me. We can move on. Let's go.
Nah. All year long, but you ain't stopping you.
Nah. Hold on. Let me just say this. Everybody hit the like button. Please share, like, subscribe. I ain't disappointed. Listen, man, this is what makes our platform dope, because as much as we brothers that love each other, we ain't gonna always agree. Like, I ain't disappointed at all. Just,
No. I know you, Bob. When
Laturia B is in the building. Say hi to the beautiful ladies, the lovely, the beautiful Laturia. But listen, man, and we could just go to the next topic. But, for me, I think everybody plays a part in this situation. I don't think nobody's right. I think everybody's wrong, from us, Stephen A. Smith, LeBron, his camp, fans, the Lakers. I think everybody plays a part in this situation, and it's just bad. And I think it's going to get worse and worse unless the young man has a breakout season in the next couple years, which I highly doubt. Sorry.
Shout out to Matthew Carter. I think he said Bronny can. I think he meant to say he can't beat Big Baby in a one-on-one.
Big Baby Sports.
Yo, Matthew Carter, why you start some shit, man? You try to start Flea up all over again. We calmed them down, man.
Nah, I'm done, man. I ain't been there.
You kicking people off the comments. You kicking people off the comments, Flea. What's wrong with you?
I ain't kick nobody off no comment.
No, your problem is you can't deal with the comments like Bronny. That's your problem,
I don't know
Flea.
what you niggas talk. I don't know what you talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Next topic, meaty. Next topic, man. Come on, man.
Speaking of comments, Draymond Green, he's out here going bananas once again, attacking our guy, MVP candidate, the big dog. Draymond Green's out here acting crazy again. Before the Knicks played the Denver Nuggets, Draymond Green had some advice for Karl Anthony Towns. Hey, Cat, in a full front on Joker, even if you win the game, it don't matter. You will never hold the respect from an opponent to win at the highest level. Pride must make you sit down and guard, even if you give up 40. Winning is a mindset, and in order to win a championship, you have to win the mental edge. That's why only a few guys per era win all the championships. They understand that thing.
I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what that comment means. Now, see,
so many people said that, OG. What was he talking?
All right, because you know I'm not on Twitter, and I'm being honest. Like I tell y'all, I'm not. If it ain't us, I'm not looking at all content. Like I'm being honest. Like my algorithms is food and fatties. I'm just being honest. Like, so it's like, excuse me, y'all. I just realized why my algorithm. I'm like, yo, why every time I open my phone, it's either twerking or food. I'm just like, but I'm sorry, but I don't. That first, we was like, yo, the full front. Like, I don't know what Draymond Green is talking about. I'm sorry, Fabian. I just want to let y'all know that because maybe y'all can help explain it to me. I don't know what he's talking about.
So every time they tried to throw a post entry pass to Joker while got me saying Draymond, while Cat was in the game, Cat was fronting him as opposed to just playing him straight up, letting him get the catch, and then playing straight up defense. So he was trying his best to not allow him or whatever guard it was to get a post entry pass to Joker. So now I guess Draymond is trying to say, why don't you just play him straight up and get a stop as opposed to playing denial, which really don't make sense to me because Cat has done his job twice this season against Joker. We've won both games handily, right? We didn't win these two games against Denver, and it was like it was a dog fight. It could nip and tuck, go either way. No, right. Both games we went out to Denver and we thumped them. They came to the Garden and we thumped them too. So
and real quick, please, let's not forget last year's playoffs.
I wasn't even gonna go there. I was gonna try to stay in the present. Thank you, right? Like, and then he outplayed him in the playoffs last season. So I don't know if Draymond's trying to get a mental edge over Cat by saying that. I don't know what that means. You haven't played basketball in 2 weeks. Your team ain't really good. Why are you worried about us? We good.
You know why.
We playing great basketball.
You know why he's worried about us, Lee. Yo, Draymond, I don't give a fuck if you front face Joker, guard him from wherever. You stink, bro. Ain't nothing you could do about helping Golden State out right now. Y'all suck. How about that? Y'all run 12-man rotations. We've been complaining for Tom Thibodeau to do 8 or 9 men, and we still in 3rd place. We just got Tom Thibodeau just hopped on a bandwagon to play extra players. There's nothing y'all could do to be good, including you. Yo, punk ass. Draymond got some nerve. This is when he talks too much. And again, it goes back to Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys. You got flamed on Twitter. Everybody flamed him. It doesn't make sense when we have success versus him. And especially after that game, he should have came out and be like, yo, my bad. But once again, your ego gets in the way. That's what will make you an ill commentator. But you're not that guy. You're not that dude. You're never going to be Barkley. You're never going to be these guys. Right now, ride that wave as long as you could, Draymond, because that shit is about to end. You are big garbage out here. Big garbage. When you do shit like this, it doesn't make sense because it's not real. That means you ain't been watching the game. And it sucks, Flea, because that's what we've been talking about. All you guys play basketball, play all these sports. You were blessed to play the game. And then when it's time for you to talk about it, it's like, oh, so you sound like the rest of us. Oh, I thought you were going to be this savant. Nah. And you could if you want to, but even then, it's the paint drying on the wall. It sounds better than you, bro. Point blank, you ain't never going to be these dudes. You're not going to be a Hall of Famer. Stop talking about Cat. You talking about making an impact in the game as if you didn't play alongside Steph your whole career. He carried you, bro. Somebody called you a Gucci backpack for a reason. Stop playing around, man. Cat right now came in here, top 5 MVP candidate. You ain't never do no shit like that. Ever. High school, none of that shit. None of that shit Draymond did that shit in. Can't do that. You can't talk like that. Cat's been doing this thing. You know me. I was the first person on Cat before he got here. And what I say, oh shit, nah, he proved me the hell wrong. I'm back and down. I ain't got nothing to say bad about Cat. Here and there, I try to drop my criticism, but Draymond, you can't do that because you don't watch the game. You don't even watch your own games, apparently. Y'all suck. Why would you want to target on your back with us, the third best team in the league? Got everybody on the ropes right now.
Have we played them this year? We haven't seen them once, right?
Nah. I don't remember playing Steph.
Not one time. Okay.
So
yeah, old boy. So I don't, and I know this is for you. This is a layup.
I'm
yeah,
but I'm you know what?
8.
You already know.
At 5'8", baby.
Right on the biddy court, between the leg, all that dunk. Pause. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be brief. This is a guy that hates New York and hates the Knicks. Simple and plain. Why are you even commenting and worrying about us? See, that's the part I'm trying to figure out. You're in the season. You was on the bench injured, watching your team play. Why are you even worrying about what we doing? Draymond Green is a hater. Simple and plain. Instead of saying how good the Knicks have been looking, and are we title contenders? Excuse me, are we ready to make that leap? You point out some shit that, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Once again, another athlete that thinks he's better than what he really is. Remember, y'all got to remember the same guy that said he's the greatest defender ever in the history of the game. Guy's delusional. Guy's delusional, bro. And this is another case of an athlete that now cares more about social media and being a podcaster than playing the game. Simple and plain. Listen, man, the Knicks hate train is real. And don't be misconstrued. Guys are being a little jealous of Cat right now. Because nobody expected this. Flea, remember, me and you, all y'all talk about the soft talk, to this, to that, Cat MVP candidate. Remember, guys like Ant-Man. They want to root for Ant-Man. They don't want to root for Cat. Remember, he's soft. He this, he that. Now he on a team, on a franchise that y'all, in y'all blood, y'all just built to hate. And he looking better than y'all ever expected. Listen, man, Draymond Green is a hater, man. A hater. And, I give him props because he overachieved. But I've been the first to say, dirt. I've always said that. Everybody give him all these props. The first championship, Kevin Love and Kyrie was hurt. The next two, the Grim Reaper came. Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant.
He cost them the one before that, too.
Right, hold on. I ain't even get there. I give you the credit for Boston. But let's not forget, you cost them one, and then you ran Kevin Durant out of town, so you might have cost them 2 or 3. Nobody talks about that. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who have the guts to do a 30-30 on that. Draymond Green, a player that ruined the franchise in a dynasty that could have been the greatest ever. Come on, bro. Get Draymond Green out of here. Keep our Knicks out your mouth. Because ain't nobody talking about you and them bum-ass Golden State Warriors. And Steph Curry, I said it last year. Get up out of there, bro. Get up out of there. You see Draymond Steve Kerr sat him the other night. He sat on the bench shaking his head for the whole time. Get up out of there. They ran Clay out of there. I know, but I'm just saying, though. Like, bro.
He was frustrated. He was
Listen,
frustrated.
You got an agenda off
Listen.
on the I'm sorry.
No. Listen. Get up out of there. Let Draymond Green have the team to himself since he's that great. Simple.
I think people have said it for years. I'm on that bandwagon too. He did take advantage of a golden opportunity. David Lee gets hurt. Steve Kerr makes a choice, right? And he just rolls with it, right? So he took advantage of a golden opportunity. But I totally agree with OG. He overachieved. He overachieved as a basketball player. What he did in the prime of his career, my vantage point, what I watched when he was in college, is not what I expected him to do. What he did as a pro, I didn't expect that. So he absolutely overachieved. And if Draymond gets drafted to any other team in the NBA, not named the Golden State Warriors, I do not think he has a career the way he had now. Some guys you could look at, like we've been talking about all night, look at and say, he's going to be a star. He's going to be a scoring champion. Kevin Durant, damn, he's unguardable. When Draymond Green got drafted in the second round, okay, cool. What was his NBA skill coming out of college? Anybody remember? What was his NBA skill?
Being a hacker.
Yeah, bro, I ain't even watched that nigga in Michigan State, bro.
Boom. Boom. And he was Big 10, Big 12, whatever that is, player of the year. He was great.
And I'll be honest, I ain't watching me Golden State neither. I was watching the Splash Brothers. I wasn't watching that nigga. Fuck out of here. I ain't pausing shit.
Jordan Poole, yeah, all right. Watch him pause and Harvey then. Jordan Poole just said, I love everybody in Golden State. Well, not everybody. And then Draymond
Mark Jackson. Good looking, Avery.
Then Draymond said he's still sorry about punching Jordan Poole in the face and doesn't sound like it. Charles Barkley said Mr. Triple Single and you got mad about that. Like, you an emotional wreck. You really don't have no integrity and you got really lucky. I don't know how the NBA really allowed. I've been saying you one of the biggest scammers in NBA history. I don't know how he's in the league. I really don't. It was fucking crazy what he's doing. He's punching people. Everybody else goes to jail for the shit that he does. That's just bottom line. Everybody, it's on tape, it's on camera. He does it on live on TV. 360 windmill right hooks. I ain't never seen no shit like that ever in any sport.
And can we stop saying that he didn't knock Jordan Poole out? Jordan Poole was asleep. He had to grab him before he fell. Legs was noodles. You knocked Jordan Poole out. Like,
yo, man, I'm listen, man. That nigga was. He's not a good basketball player, man. Come on, man. Let's cut the jokes, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. He ain't a good basketball player. Let's call it what it is. He's an undersized power forward with no skill set. Let's stop it, man. Come on, man. Talk about my Knicks. Fuck out of here. Always got some slick to say. Come on, bro. We playing great basketball, third seed. Cat is killing. Brunson is killing. Give us some props and keep your mouth shut. Come on, because y'all about to be in the play-in or not in the playoffs. Then what? Bum ass nigga. Fuck out of here.
I really think the NBA media gets together and they say, hey, let's just talk about the Knicks real quick so we get some clicks. Meanwhile, they also get together and have some more bad ideas because Adam Silver's out here with the most grand idea for how to change the NBA basketball game for us in the future.
And I'm probably in a minority.
Yes, you are.
We get more involved in global basketball. The NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. And I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. I'm not sure that many others are. I mean, putting aside what it means for records and things like that, I think that a 2-hour format for a game is more consistent with sort of modern television habits. I don't think people in arenas aren't asking us to shorten the game, but I think as a television program, being 2 hours, that's Olympic basketball is 2 hours. College basketball, of course, is
but if you
minutes.
like it, I'd say it has kind of a little bit of a push there.
Yeah, but it's such a dramatic change to the game. I mean, I think something like that would have to be talked more about. And I'm
Adam Silver with another crazy idea of how to fix the NBA game, fellas. Oh, ball. I don't know if it's your first time hearing that, but what do you feel about
No,
shortening the amount of minutes in the game?
I've said it to y'all last year. I said it this year to y'all. The worst commissioner in all of sports. He is the worst. The worst. He turned the game into strictly entertainment and offense. And then now you want to shorten it. So if you shorten the games, are the tickets going to be cheaper? Are the Franks and the beers going to be cheaper? Hey, Flea, so now I'm about to pay full price for everything for the stay shorter time. This guy is the worst.
OG.
Get him out of here, man.
OG, they said Draymond Green is a DEI hire.
Nah, that's crazy.
So, listen.
I'm sorry.
Draymond, listen.
No,
thank you.
no,
No.
Stay on topic. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Adam Silver is the worst commissioner in all of sports, not just basketball. He is soft, and he is the worst. And he's ruining the game of basketball. Simple and plain. He is trying to turn us into the European League. Nobody wants to watch that shit for 82 games, bro. There's nothing wrong with the game. From that standpoint of 10-minute quarters, so what, we high school ballers now? Like, what is he talking about? His ideas is terrible, and he's just a weak commissioner. And all he thinks about is profit. He thinks about nothing else. The game is literally no defense. Like, literally, we watch our Knicks stomp on the Denver Nuggets, and we all agree. You watch the Joker for a whole game, and he gets away with literally no defense. And nobody says anything. And he's considered the best player in the world. Luka, excuse me, considered one of the best players in the world. These guys are literally playing no defense, and they're not being held accountable. So now, no defense, less minutes. What? How is this making the game better? How? Listen, man, he needs to go. I don't know who needs to step in and take his spot, but we've seen enough of Adam Silver. He needs to go. He needs to go. Listen, man, God rest his soul, David Stern, man. Listen, man, that guy was the GOAT. This Adam Silver dude, I don't like how he look. I don't like how he talk. I don't like nothing about him. And I've been consistent with this. He is the worst commissioner ever. Ever. These games are hard to watch because it's literally all offense. Literally. And the things that they're allowing in the game today because of this guy, listen, man, I disagree with everything he says. I think it's a terrible idea. I don't know where he's coming up with any of this, but he needs to go. He needs to go. We need to find a scandal on him, or we need to set him up. We got to figure out a way to get him out of here, man. Straight up. Like for real. We need somebody to come out and go, yo, he did this with this person. Up, gotta go. We got to get him out of here, Fleet. Get Adam Silver out of here.
Fleet, what do you think about Adam Silver's comments? I guess, yeah, just how to respond to it, because I could tell you really want to have something to say about this.
Yeah, nah, I just it always bothers me when the smartest people in the room don't try to just chill. You're intelligent, but don't outsmart yourself into looking dumb. And I think that's essentially what he's doing right now. You're trying to be so innovative and so creative and try to take the game to the next level and the next height and evolve the game of basketball, that the product is just going down the drain right in front of you. Right now, I know social media and the 24/7 media cycle, I know I always talk about that. So it's real loud right now about NBA ratings and how people are into it and how people are not into it and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure the NBA has gone through this at other points during its 75+ year existence. I'm sure it has. But right now it's loud because of the times we live in it. And instead of, big shout out to OG, simple and plain. And ain't nothing wrong with that sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with simple and plain. 82 game season, 48 minute games, and let's get to it. There's nothing wrong with that. We are the preeminent league in the world. Why would you try to like be like somebody else? That shit don't make no sense. People across the world are trying to play in the NBA. Across the world. I was talking about Djibouti. There's niggas in Djibouti that want to play in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the league people are trying to get to. Love the Euro League. They want to play well in the Euro League to be able to get a shot at playing in the NBA. Why would you want to mirror what the lesser leagues are doing around the world? You're the NBA. Hold your stature. It's prestigious. Why? I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it makes sense. So now you will go from a 48-minute game to a 40-minute game. It changes everything. It changes everything.
Michael Lynch, thank you very much. AllBall OG to Silver, Adam Silver. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you.
Yeah, bro.
Whose booty? No, Jib booty, nigga.
Jib booty. I don't mind them copying the Euro League, but the first thing that we hear about the Euro League is that it's tougher, they're more physical. Why don't you just go make the rules to change for that? I don't mind if it's a good idea. As far as reducing the amount of minutes in the game, I think it's the alternative to reducing the amount of games in the season. And that's been argued about since the 70s. Like Bill Walton and them were talking about this shit from the 1970s. They changed their diet up. They're the ones talking about it's too many games in the season in a compact amount of time. Because really what happened with basketball was they didn't want to fight basketball. They want to fight football and fight against baseball. So they were trying to make all these games in between that time. And then Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came in and changed everything. Then the NBA could get some TV ad money off of that. So that changed everything. But they were talking about the 82 games was too much forever. This ain't nothing new. They've never fixed it. And I don't think the way to fix it is by reducing the minutes because it takes away something from the game. In boxing, you did reduce it from 15 rounds to 12 rounds. So I do understand making this thing more eventful. And that's really my gripe with all this shit. By making it less physical and less eventful. Remember, I don't watch football like that. I seen that Chiefs-Bills game. That shit was crazy. From beginning to end, it was suspenseful. And remember, there's still physicality in the NFL.
Because that's a man's league. The NFL is a man's league. They handle their business. They approach it as a business and a league that you want to like. There's a lot of bullshit attached to the NBA that, in my opinion, I don't think is attached to the NFL. It's 18 games. Now it's Monday, Thursday, Sunday. But at one point, it was every Sunday, every Monday, a huge event. This is an event, right? People looking forward to it once a week to watch the Giants play, watch the Jets play. You could watch the Knicks, and because we Knicks fan, we could watch the Knicks play 2-3 times a week. But it's just too much bullshit attached to the NBA. And I'm not saying that there's no drama in the NFL, but for me, those guys carry themselves like men over there on a night in, night out basis. Their contracts are not guaranteed. They playing their ass off out there because they know tomorrow they could call me and say, yo, go home, yo. NBA, yeah, go home, but I'm still gonna get paid.
And David Stern, at the end of the day, he kind of like looked a certain way, and you would think you don't respect him, but the way he carried himself, the way he disrespected Jim Rome was hilarious. And he didn't play any games. Adam Silver is playing around with the fact that you can even make a statement like that. That's a half-baked idea that you throw around in a conference room. Be like, yo, you think we should do the 10 minutes? And Flea goes, no. Next question or next idea. The fact that he announced that on the Dan Patrick show was silly. It kind of tells me, to be honest, to your point, Flea, he don't take this shit as seriously. And you just say shit on Twitter, just like Draymond Green, just like everybody else. You want here to get clicks too, Adam Silver, by any means. You are Adam Silver. I promise you, you'll get clicks for better ideas. Like, I'm going to make the game more physical. You make that announcement, you'll have all of us going crazy. Not, I'm going to reduce it to 10 minutes a fucking quarter.
David Stern, God rest his soul, did something, and this is what made him great, because he protected the players. Remember when Carmelo told the story of David Stern had the feds watching him and let him know, stop doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing, the people around you, stop it. Just imagine David Stern now having guys like John Moran in check. Adam Silver doesn't care. Do y'all see the rivalry we could have with Green and Cade Cunningham? Do you think Adam Silver's smart enough to promote that? There's not even no rivalries.
He want to talk about LeBron.
Right. Hey, Flea, there's not even no rivalries. The only rivalry right now in the NBA that's legit is the Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. Like, really think about that. When the Knicks play the Hawks,
that ain't even a real one. Right, I'm with you.
Thank you. But people look forward to that. Adam Silver don't even know how to promote rivalries.
Oh, did you see what Book said? And it was probably out of a little bit of frustration because he didn't make the All-Star game.
What did he say? I know the All-Star game. I know he said something slick.
But it just goes to this, what we talking about right now. He probably was salty that he didn't make the team. But he said, this ain't the NBA that I fell in love with. It's nothing.
All right, yeah.
It's nothing but. No. But the key word for me and what he said was, it's nothing but drama and entertainment. See, it's always been entertaining. It's always had a level of drama. The Jordan era, the 80s, the 70s. There's always been a level of entertainment and drama. But for me, the key word he said was, it's all about drama and entertainment. It's not even about basketball anymore. And Adam Silver looks comfortable with that.
I mean, I just seen on Twitter that's actually an old video from Devin Booker. He was talking about the old All-Star game. And I mean, that leads us right into the next topic with the All-Star game. Jesus H. Christ. I don't know if y'all feel this way, but Big Perk, big Knicks fan, he's up there with his All-Star reaction. He got something to say about what took place.
Look, I'm gonna say the quiet thing out loud. Steph Curry should not be an All-Star. He shouldn't. Guys are playing. You still look. No matter what the fans want, no matter what the coaches want, no matter what we want, who we want to see, this still you have to earn to be an All-Star by your production. And if you're looking at the production around the league, it's guys in the Western Conference that have better numbers than Steph, and their teams are in better positions than Steph. So, I mean, what? Am I lying?
The host of the All-Star.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to, first of all, we've got bigger fish to fry. We're trying to save the game and not just a player on a roster. And Steph Curry, the same way LeBron James, the same way Kevin Durant, the same way a number of these legends of the game are participating. You need him in this All-Star game. He's literally working with the commissioner to try to make sure everyone is available to play. I can hear your point. He's only averaging 22 points per game. His team is right now 24 and 23. There are cases, we're coming off the heels of talking about LaMelo, right? His team is 12 and 32. We also talk about how deep the West is. He is like their bright spot on Golden State.
So what? Here's the thing. So you're going to punish other guys that are deserving because you're saying we have bigger fish to fry. So forget the goldfish.
No.
Because you weren't about the tuna.
No.
That's what you're telling me.
I don't think any of those guys in the West that got snubbed will look at Steph Curry starting and saying, man, I should have had a spot. I don't think so.
Listen,
part of it,
with him being in that spot,
50% of the starters were fan vote. Then it was media. Then it was players. So I'm sure he still got players' vote. He still got media's vote. But most importantly, Steph is one of the best when it comes to getting the fan vote. I can't agree with you.
I get it. And you don't have to. And we're not going to agree on this because, again, this comes down to production. And who's been producing.
It doesn't, though, because As
Why?
Malika said,
It can't come down. It can't
if
be
it was
nothing
just
else.
about production,
What
then
is
we
the
wouldn't have
hold
the
on?
fans voting.
So hold on, time out. So making the All-Star game is not about production anymore.
I think we had this conversation the other day.
Just for the record, I can't stand them two broads. I'm just for the record. I don't watch that show just because of them two broads. I'm dead serious.
Cabal,
At all.
I calm down. Cabal, hold on. Cabal, I calm down. Relax.
He's behind in the time. Leave it alone.
Relax.
So
just relax, big dog.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Family in here.
I don't mind. I don't mind her though. Please, AllBall, especially when she does a spin move by the screen.
Oh, Shanae?
She got on.
I'll let OG say what he got to say. Shanae fire.
She got on a gold dress with gold shoes. Get her out of here.
Man, okay, she can stand right up.
And she's a terrible analyst. No, she's a terrible analyst. She just proved it. Terrible analyst.
How so? What did you not like about what she just said, AllBall?
Come on, man, because Kendrick Perkins is telling the truth. And they are drinking the tea. A lot of these analysts are in positions, which, okay, is cool. You don't want to lose your job and go against the grain. And like Kendrick Perkins said, that is the unpopular thing to say. But it's the truth. Steph Curry should not be an all-star, let alone a starter. Why? Because this is San Francisco? Kendrick Perkins is 100% correct. Your team is not good, and you're not playing great basketball this season. You're not playing all-star level basketball this season. Now, who takes his place? That's another story. I don't care. Whether it's Devin Booker, John Morant, De'Aaron Fox, I don't care about that part. What Kendrick Perkins said is 100% correct. And you see them young lady, you see Windhorse was sitting there stuck because he's scared to say something. No, bro. And that's what's wrong with the game today. Simple and plain. And as much as I like Steph Curry this season, he is not an all-star. And to be a starter is mind-boggling. And I'm being honest. Kendrick Perkins is 100% correct. Listen, man, people don't want to lose their jobs. People don't want to tell the truth. And, a lot of them is drinking the tea, man, and a lot of them is all connected, and they're scared to say certain things. But the truth is, Steph Curry should not be an all-star, and if he is, he should have been a reserve. I feel the same way about Kevin Durant. Your team, both y'all teams is dirt. Both of y'all underachieving from who y'all really are now. We know they've been in the league for a while, 15 years or whatever, but still, you're not playing all-star level basketball. Kendrick Perkins is 100% correct. 100% correct. Listen, man, we all in the beginning used to struggle to like Kendrick Perkins, but now he's gotten much better, and he be the only one that kind of, I'm not going to say tell the truth, he speaks his mind. And I like that there's somebody on these platforms that once in a while is going to go against the grain and speak their mind, because everybody is scared to say what he just said. Everybody. And we know damn well Steph Curry should not be starting in the All-Star game. Your team is dirt and you averaging 22. That is not All-Star numbers in 2025. I'm sorry.
Fleet, what you think about what Kendrick Perkins and Shanae were arguing about back and forth? Is Steph Curry an all-star?
You still want Steph over Brunson, OG? We get to that another time.
My Wi-Fi. Hold on, I gotta.
We get to that.
Yeah. Hold on, boy. Hold on, Fleet. I got you, man. I got you, big dog. Got him.
We get to that another time.
Got the bomb on his ass. Yeah. Come on, Harvey Dent. Flip that coin, Harvey Dent. Yeah.
Look, he's scratching the back of his neck.
All right.
Oh man. Nah.
Good job, Flea. Good job.
Man. I had to get my OG real fast. I had to get him. Nah, man. I'm with you, OG. Like, he's saying stuff that people don't want to say for whatever reason. I don't think Steph Curry, would I have been mad if Steph Curry might have got an all-star nod as a reserve? Maybe I wouldn't have been upset. but he's starting, and he's not playing starter level basketball right now. He's just not. And I don't think that's an insult on him. He's had a great career, but you're not a starter in the All-Star game this season. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, the business side of it, yeah, everybody could talk about that. It's in San Francisco. You gotta have Steph as a starter or in the game, period. We still gotta grow the game, you know, all of that extra shit. But at the end of the day, if we're talking about production, like my thing is why everybody so upset about guys not being able to get rewarded for playing bad basketball? Like, the team is not good. Everybody on the All-Star team has been rewarded because their teams are good. I don't understand why everybody's so up in arms. If your team is not performing well, who you are as a basketball player is not affecting the win column, then why should we honor you with being an All-Star? I don't get it. So I don't think nothing he said was wrong.
I think Sinead just needs to get up more and go to the screen. You're right, AllBall. I think Kendrick Perkins, he started off, he struggled. Draymond could learn a thing or two about being funny. Like, he's not just expressing himself and giving his point of view. We rock with him because he probably fits right in with us. We could just shoot the breeze. He's going to be funny. He's going to talk basketball, regardless if you agree or disagree with him. It doesn't feel like he's putting you down because he played in the NBA. I really forget he's been in the NBA. I just look at him as, yo, this is an entertaining point of view from basketball. And he's making sense. And he's taking a bold point. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. There's no way in hell Steph Curry should be an all-star starter over Ant-Man. No. No way. Ant-Man is going crazy. He deserves to be rewarded for carrying his team from that Western Conference Finals. You traded Cat. That's the story behind it. Once again, Adam Silver, NBA coaches, y'all don't get it either. They don't get it either. Do they have a chance at making him a starter, or is that just strictly fanfare shit? Because I'm thinking that the NBA coaches got something to say about that. There's no way y'all coach Steph Curry and be like, oh, yeah. Nah, Ant-Man's 22-23. When Steph was 22-23, oh, yes, he should be a starter, but not anymore. And I was saying that last week. That Steph Curry from 3 years ago was done. Brunson's a different level right now. The young guys, they in the game. Why aren't we? This is part of promoting the young guys that are up and coming in the game right now. We get you to want to promote John Morant. We'll talk about him some other time. But Ant-Man, y'all should be promoting that kid. Steph Curry, Golden State. Y'all should never be promoting Steph Curry, the Golden State Warriors. Giving Draymond more light. For what? I don't want to veer off.
They're done. They're done.
It's a part of it is Steph Curry's old. The act is old. There's everybody trying to shoot like Steph Curry. His whole style got to change. The whole style of the NBA was copying him. Now they got to dead that. Now they got to dead that because nobody wants to watch that shit. How about that? The All-Star game is going to be trash again because everybody's trying to be like the old Steph Curry, and they can't replicate it.
Well, I don't think he's done. Yeah, he's older, but look at any team.
Watch this, Fabian. Watch this.
No.
Go ahead, OG.
No. I don't think he. I don't think he's done.
To save himself. Mm-hmm.
No, because I still agree 100% with Kendrick Perkins. But when you say he's done, listen, man, that roster, if you don't have no good players, I mean, I don't expect them to do anything at all. That roster is horrific. No, but if you put decent pieces around him, I still think he can play high-level basketball. I think he can still average 25, 26, but that's no excuse. Right now, he's not an all-star, and he's definitely not a starter. So I agree with that, but I don't think he's done. I disagree with that.
No. He can still play in the league, but the old Steph Curry is done.
What's the old? What do you mean? How's the old Steph Curry done?
The guy that was averaging 47% from three, 48% from the field, carrying a team. He can't do it no more. He's 30
a night. He's a scoring champion.
We forget. He never carried the team.
Come on, bro.
All right, I'm not going. Okay.
Come on,
right.
bro.
All
He carried. How about he
All
carried the? He
All
damn near carried the league.
Okay.
Like that's remember James Harden, all these guys.
He changed the league. He ain't carried the league. He ain't carried no fucking league. Yeah, come on,
bro.
man.
Hold on. Well, see, once again, this is why he's voted in this year because a decade ago, the Golden State Warriors became the most valuable franchise in the NBA. They were breaking rating records that hadn't been seen since Michael Jordan and the Bulls. And who was the face of all that? Even with Durant there. Durant wasn't the face of Golden State. Regardless of who you got is better. That guy was going neck to neck with LeBron as the face of the league. We didn't see that coming. Knock it off, AllBall. He carried that squad, no matter what you say. This guy just said, I was watching the Splash Brothers. That's what you was watching. He's one of them.
Hey, Flea.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
When he had the team by himself, maybe once or twice, when he so-called carried the team, what happened?
They won the NBA Finals.
No. He carried the team, right? I'm talking about
in 2015, he was the best player on that team.
What was that roster?
Here we go.
It's a good roster. But
what was that roster?
Good roster.
No. Once again, when Clay was hurt, when Draymond was hurt a little bit,
okay,
and
I was just baiting you to be a little more specific. That's all. Okay.
Here we
when
go.
Clay got hurt,
more specific for me.
No. Hold on. When Clay got hurt, when KD got hurt, and they played Toronto in the finals, what happened?
They lost.
So
did you have them winning? Did you have them winning when those two guys went down?
They still should have won. You got Curry.
Ooh. Okay.
So 10 years ago, he had the teammates. He didn't carry them. And 10 years later, at the elder age of 36, if he had the teammates, he was going to carry them. You flip-flopping, AllBall.
Ain't nobody flip-flopping. No,
you just said he still got more in the tank. You just said that. The only reason why they suck is because his team sucks.
No. It's a difference from saying someone is done and someone can still play championship level basketball. I'm saying he's not done. I think if you put a decent team around him, he can still be good. But you telling me he carry what? The first championship, we all know. If Kyrie and Kevin Love isn't hurt, the whole world says they wouldn't have won. They had to go run and get Kevin Durant because they said to themselves, we can't beat LeBron. So don't tell me Curry can carry some shit. Because if he couldn't carry some shit, they wouldn't have had to go reload. Stop it, man.
They don't even
Great player. He ain't carry shit.
They don't even sniff no championship contention, nothing.
Klay Thompson guarded the best guard on the opposing team every night.
Before Steph Curry got to Golden State, they were probably one of the biggest bummage teams in the history of
that's damn near every franchise. That's damn near every franchise. Get out of here with that, man. Come on, man. What was Milwaukee without Giannis? What was all these franchises until they got a great player?
But to your point, your favorite player of all time had to reload. Like all teams got to reload around a great player. That's just how this shit works.
Yes.
That 91 and 93 team ain't the same team from 96 to 98. It's two different teams. They had to reload. Orlando said, get the fuck out of here. Y'all not good enough. Y'all got to reload. Teams do it all the time, OG. Like, I don't know, like, we can't kick Steph Curry in the back because they had to reload. It's the truth. But he can't, he's not you can't say, oh, he can't reload, but Kobe Bryant was dying for somebody to play with, pause. And now Pau Gasol comes, Lamar Odom, or you always talk about it, the Ron Artest trade, reload. All these teams got to reload. Milwaukee's been trying to reload since they lost Drew Holiday. They ain't figured it out yet. I don't know.
Okay. You can believe. You can believe he carries something if you want to. Cool. Cool. He ain't no all-star, though.
No.
Not even a reserve league?
That's what I said. If he made the reserve, I'll be okay. It's Steph Curry, they ain't Golden State, whatever. But to start,
right.
I mean, James Harden made the reserve. If it was between him and James Harden as a reserve, and James Harden, he's doing all right this year.
James Harden is shooting a career low from the field this year. Career low. This is the first time James Harden has shot under 40% from the field. Forget 3. He's awful from 3 this year. But the narrative,
what is he?
Kawhi.
What is he averaging though? No. Is he
the same numbers as Curry almost?
And where's the Clippers? Where's the Clippers at in the standings?
Are they 6th, 5th, 6th?
Yeah, they 6th in the league.
To me, that's the difference. I think between him and Steph.
I thought it was.
I mean, I wouldn't have no problem if Harden didn't make it either. But if we comparing him or Steph, Clippers is the 6th seed. Golden State is what, 11, 12 or some crazy shit.
Yeah. So
I think that's the difference.
Yeah, the Clippers is in 6th place. You got the Lakers ahead of them, Denver, Grizzlies. John Moran's really supposed to have that spot, but he didn't play enough games, right? He's supposed to be bar none.
We're gonna revisit that point you made, Fabian. Yeah, I'm starting to lean to it. Maybe next year we'll have to see. But Fabian was saying that, like, aside from the suspension and all the off the court stuff, like, it looked like Ja body is starting to break down a little bit. And how long is he going to be able to be around playing at, a high level for him to be a perennial all-star, for him to help them win a championship? So I think we're gonna have to revisit that at some point.
Because that's my issue when AllBall he says Ant-Man has no chance of being the face of the league. It's like, he wants to be the face of the league. Ja Morant does not want to be that. He's the guy that loves the lifestyle more than anything. He's the epitome of that shit. I don't know what he does.
He had a shiesty on last night on the bench. Did y'all see that?
No.
Yeah,
he had to push. What the fuck? What are we doing?
He don't care.
What are we doing?
Bro. He doesn't care. And even off the court, what is he doing to stay? To get back on the court? And all that? I don't think he takes the game seriously, bro. I just don't. And we all rooting for Ja Morant and all that, but they gotta stop comparing. The AI comparison gotta stop too, because AI wasn't putting no shiesty on at the end of a bench. AI didn't look like he didn't care about the game, bro.
You want me to be honest? I know we about to get out in a few. I think it's very few that cares about the game. The way these guys conduct themselves, carry themselves, I agree, Fabian. These guys don't love the game, man. Listen, man, they love what the game brings to them. 200-300. And I think that's what they love. Popping on social media. These guys don't love the game. They just natural talented, but they're not. And I always say this, my brothers. When the last time you heard any of these guys say, I want to be considered one of the greatest. I want to win multiple championships. You don't hear none of that. All you do is see them on social media. That's it. None of them is sitting down with Stephen A. Flea. I know LeBron not, but they're not sitting down with nobody. Remember the legendary interviews with the great players, no matter who they sit down with? These guys ain't sitting down with nobody, just breaking down the game, saying what they love about the game and how great or who they look up to. None of them is doing none of that. Only time you see these guys is either they playing or if you follow them on social media. So, it's sad, man. And this is also a Adam Silver problem as well. To the point where, like I said, you're not ruling with an iron fist, where you got to make sure these guys is going to uphold the NBA to the highest extent. And it's just like, man, to sit on the court, on the bench, with a Pooh Shiesty on. Bro, you at work.
Bro,
you at work.
And a hoodie. He had a hoodie on.
Yeah, with the hoodie on.
The shiesty. What are we doing?
You're a professional.
Where's the professionalism?
Oh, bro, you're a professional athlete, bro.
Would you be mad if he brought back the dress code? Because Madam Silver got killed for that.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Am I an advocate of telling grown men how they're supposed to dress? No. But I am an advocate of, if I gotta remind you grown men that, yo, y'all are going overboard now. Y'all are going overboard now. Having half of your face covered up, we can only see your eyes on the bench.
Bro, yeah.
And you're somebody that we...
Y'all taking fashion, y'all kind of making the fashion more important than the game. Like, you know, guys, it's like they walking the runway. And it's just like, listen, man, I don't know about the fashion, the dress code, but you should not be able to sit on the sideline with a Pooh Shiesty on, bro. Like, literally. It's no way in the world you should be able to do that. My thing is this, Flea. The coaches. Bro, I couldn't be your coach. You know how that mean I seen you with that Pooh Shiesty before you came to the bench. Yo, bro, you not wearing that. Or stay in the locker room. You not wearing that sitting on the bench. But matter of fact, take that off. You are a star player.
Ain't no decorum no more. Ain't there's no, you can't have that type of relationship with these players anymore, because like everybody says, this is a players' league.
Yo, can I ask y'all a question? Just imagine, right? And this is my last point. Just imagine like a big holiday, Christmas or Thanksgiving, where the family is over. And just imagine you sitting at the table eating dinner with the family, and you got the hoodie with the Pooh Shiesty on, bro.
Like Kodak Black.
Bro, can you pull that off in your crib?
No. But here's the thing. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't, and I'm trying to understand what is the want to do that. Why do you want to do that?
I'm gonna try that shit to see what I'm gonna try that shit just to see what my mom say or do to me. Sit at the table, Pooh Shiesty hoodie on like this. Pass me the mac. Pass me the turkey. My nigga, she will smack fire out.
Huh? She'll hit you with the spoon. She'll hit you with the spoon. Pop.
But it's the world we live in. It's the world we live in.
She hit me with the metal spoon. That should have gravy, everything on it. Go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's just the world we live in right now. Y'all know I work in corporate America. I go in there. Y'all know how I go to work every day, right? I show up sometimes, and there be execs in there, high execs, asking me, "Oh, what's the occasion? Where you going? Why you got a tie on?" I'm like, this is just how I like to show up. To exactly, Fabian. I'm getting questions like that. Why are you showing up like this? Nah, this is the way I like to show up. Like,
I guess it's the world we live in.
It's crazy to me. I don't.
But the thing with Adam Silver and them is like they are really running it like as if it wasn't a $10 billion corporation. Yo, what Nino said? $1 million a month operation. Like they allowed the basketball players to think that they're these whack ass drill rappers today, because they're online doing dumb shit, and I don't even know what their songs sound like. A lot of the people that see these players, they'll be like, "Oh, he plays basketball? I just see him on Instagram all the time." So the free for all of the off the court shit, the social media world, it really got them messed up. Maybe that's what got LaMelo on another level, because I don't know. These kids are just thinking we're crazy because we just want them to win games. It's bugged out, man. It's disappointing, man. Long episode.
Ball suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one. I hope y'all know that now. Never the fucking little one.
Jesus Christ.
Play with me if you fucking want to.
Wait, what's gonna happen on the camera?
I did that to piss OG off. I'm sorry.
Don't stop trying to piss people off.
Yo, by the way, that Jello Ball song is so trash.
Whoa.
I might swerve on the board.
I watched the video today. Get us out of here, man. Tomorrow night, baby.
Why is he trying to swerve on him?
got a goodie.
Yo, they
What Bronny gonna do tomorrow night, OG? He gonna get in the game? What he gonna do tomorrow night?
My word. One thing I have is my word.
Uh-huh.
After tonight, I'm done with Bronny James. I'm not joking. Hold on, listen. I'm not talking about it. I'm not joking about it. I'm not trolling about it. I'm not putting it in my story. I'm not referring none to it. I'm done, bro. Listen, this is because this gonna be the first time somebody gonna get hurt over Bronny James, bro. I don't want to be. I don't want to be part of that.
First, it was the MJ LeBron conversation. Now niggas is gonna get bodied over Bronny.
I'm telling you, yo, nigga, good father, good son. Leave them niggas alone. Like I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So after
you don't
tonight,
want no smoke.
I'm done.
Yo, hold on, Flea, did LeBron James just give AllBall a text message on the low right now?
I don't know. We can't see what's going on over there.
I said Bronny. I didn't say LeBron.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.